Ooh, Clemont. Is it really possible to make 100 times what the wool is worth just through trading? This is the artisan who makes our taming saddles. Havli, hello. Ooh, mysterious. Something I can do for you. We've come to bargain. Dormammu. Oh, wait. Oh, my avatar. I'll set it up after this conversation. We've come to bargain. I need one of your special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca. A saddle, is it? And how will you be paying for it? With this basket of fine alpaca wool. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, this would barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I actually want. And what might that be? Mezcal. I'd like to nurse a cup at day's end while I inspect my finished work. Bring me a jug of quality stuff and you've got yourself a deal. Ooh. This bodes well for us, Third Promise. Such mezcal can be had for only 5 pel in the thousands column. Hold on. Did you say Third Promise? Then my offer has changed. The saddle is going to cost you a jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years at least. No, why did you have to say anything? 3 years? That stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition who will see my business prosper. Zoral Ja will go to war, and his cavalry will need saddles. Lots of saddles. It's nothing personal, Third Promise, but I won't sell you my craft for anything less than my asking price. What a heckin' butt. What a butt. He's such a butt. Can't say that I blame him. I'm known for championing peace, and peace is unlikely to bring him more customers. Those of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Many of these Pelu pray for your victory, Wuklamot. The younger ones, though, to them, strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from these horrors and take the peace we now enjoy for granted. Still, others are unsatisfied with this quiet prosperity and crave the future the Second Promise envisions. They've become obsessed with innovations like the dirigibles that have made trade swift and easy. Then you have those like Havli, convinced that the First Promise's plans for conquest will afford them opportunities for great profit. There's always going to be war profiteers, even if we should throw them all in the volcano. But what about you, Mablu? Aren't you of the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I'd say. Oh, I was raised on the old tales. I've memorized the accounts of what it was like when the Yakui ruled our village. That's why I offered to help. I want you to become Dawn Servant, to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Aw. Well then, I guess I'd better make sure I win the contest. But the type of mezcal the saddle maker wants is so very expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 pel from the outset? Nothing's changed. We just need to get on with it. Heck, she's so sweetie. I may not have a head for trade or the stomach for alpacas, but I won't give up with the piece of Tuliolol on the line. Then neither will I. We will make you Dawn servants. Aiming for that 10,000 pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration. So let's first try exchanging the wool for anything even a touch more valuable. The trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance. Ah. Of course, the Weaver. Bull Knock was his name, I believe. Oh, how fortuitous. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision and he was here to buy wool. What's a little more wool? I think I remember the direction he was going, but for now, let's head back to that road where we first met him. Mm-hmm. Bum 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 bum. Okay, let me get my avatar that I definitely didn't forget. No one can prove that I forgot. Is this where you met the Weaver? This is the spot. After Bull Knock talked to us, he walked off to the south. Then he was probably going to Kuvla's Inn. Most visitors to Watchin Palo end up staying there. Let's go and check, shall we? Okay. The cactuar is so silly. Ooh, Tarl Rattle. It's a honey badger? Discover a new location. Oh, this is so cool. I love this area, this town. Bull Knock. Ah, we meet again. But wait, weren't you on your way to Wachupelo? I hope he's willing to offer something wonderful in exchange. Can I have that basket, Evelyn? Of course. Thanks. Now let's see if we can turn a profit. Well, don't say that in front of him. Bull Knock, I'm glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? Third promise, you wish to do business with me? Might I ask what this is all about? That's what Wooklamat sounds like. I see. So the goal is to turn the basket of wool into a jug of 3-year-old premium mezcal. Then allow me to invest in your efforts. Oh, thank you. Peace in Tural is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I would prefer that one pledge to preserve that peace with the throne. Thus do I humbly offer you this wool poncho, a small token that I pray contributes to your victory. Look at the detail on his poncho! Oh my gosh. Oh, that's fine craftsmanship. A garment like this would easily fetch 5 pel in the hundreds column. Okay, so we've quintupled our worth so far. That's very generous, Volnok. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. Yeah. I have every faith in you, Third Promise. May fortune bless your future dealings. I can't believe you that's what I said. Quintuple your investment with your first deal. We're off to a spectacular start. Only because Evelyn remembered our weaver friend. All I did was hand over the wool. That's not true. The connections you build with people are vital. This is one of the most fundamental precepts of trading, one which you've instinctively mastered. You think so? I know so. Now let's take our 500 pel poncho and trade it for something even more valuable. Here, Evelyn, you take the poncho. If I lost it somehow, Aaronville would never let me hear the end of it. All set. Our next deal is waiting to be found. Excellent trade! That's so good! Success! You traded a 100 pel basket of alpaca wool for a 500 pel wool poncho. I wonder if we'll get choices. I wonder if we can go down in value. We turned 100 pel into 500. I know it's only 5 times more, but it feels like 500 times more. Leveraging connections is a sound strategy, but we should also consider supply and demand. An individual in urgent need of a good poncho will offer more than a merchant simply looking to stock his shelves. That makes sense, but how do we know if someone needs a poncho? They aren't wearing one. They have a fabulous sense of style. Everyone knows glamour is endgame. It's a nice sturdy poncho, but the design is traditional. I don't think fashion is part of its appeal. So only those people with a practical need would be interested. Wait, that's the obvious answer, isn't it? We look for a person without a poncho and hope they're eager to buy ours. Yes, there you go. We find the demand for our supply. So, where should we begin our search for prospective buyers? There are any number of places, but we could do worse than starting right here at the inn. There might be interested travelers. Who here needs a poncho? A lot of Mamulja wear hardly wear anything to begin with. Those are probably Landsguard or sellswords. Mamulja who soldier for a living prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movements. So even if they have bared shoulders, Mamulja carrying arms can be struck off the list. Okay, so what about that one right in front of us there? Sweaty Dopro, Resting Hubago. So this one has one. This one has a weapon. This one has a weapon. Hard-bitten Hubago. Disconcerted. And Moblu. Moblu, do you need? Tell me, who among these gathered travelers do you think might be amenable to a proposal? This one. Oh, so professional fighters like those of the Landsguard would have little interest, though the same could be said of any Turali who prioritizes ease of movement in their work. This friend. Let's see, no coat or cloak, but also no weapon. Oh, we might have a winner. Ho there, friend. You're not a mercenary by trade, right? I was curious about your bold choice of dress, or lack thereof. Uh-oh, don't insult him. Oh, it was no choice of mine, believe me. I was attacked by beasts on the way here and barely escaped with my scales intact. My coat was not so lucky. I'm actually a toolmaker from Tuliolol and was dressed quite smartly. All the better to show the Palu I'm a man who takes pride in his appearance and therefore his work as well. But now look at me. Have we got a deal for you? This is your lucky day. How about a poncho? What a splendid poncho! This would be the perfect replacement for the coat I lost. Would be willing to part with it if you'd like to make a trade for one of your fine tools, perhaps? What about this hatchet? I crafted it myself and will vouch for its quality. Hrothgar made poncho. True! This blade looks sharp, the haft well made. I'd value it 1 pel in the thousands column. Doubled our trade. Let's go. We're 10% there. Oh, from 500 to 1,000, we have a deal. Wonderful. A fine garment such as this should put me on even footing with any Palu merchant. Aw, I'm happy for you, buddy. Like the eponymous owner of Miplu's mate garden, for one. Her field hands use hatchets to harvest the mate. Or the And I thought to impress her with the tool I sold you. No matter. I have other wares to sell. Glad I am to have met you. Yay! Oh, I wanted to see him put it on. Did you hear that? We've already found our next buyer. To Miplu's mate garden we go. Yes, but it's a fair distance on foot. We should take alpacas. Yes! These ones will be the calm type, right? Excellent trade! 500 pel to 1,000 pel. I like this. This is so cute. How you doing, Scruff? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, they're outside. We're the first half exchange of streams. Heck yeah. Here we go again, riding alpacas. Look at how cute they are. Well done recognizing that toolmaker is a potential customer. If you have a mind to change professions, you'd make an excellent merchant. That would be a neat, profession. It doesn't craft, but maybe you get quests to trade and stuff. Before we get moving, you should be the one to hold this. With that, I suppose we should hop on the alpacas Mablu has so kindly provided. Oh, there's an ether occurrence. One second, Mablu. Tasty. Oh, I gotta put my compass back on the bar. Oh, right. Now it's in... What are you doing? Wait, why would that person be here if you already have it? What a goober. Where's collections? Where's collections? Found it! Is this someone I know? I don't know. Oh right, I need to set myself to... Ready to go? Let's mount up. I'm ready. They're so cute. They're so fluffy. I need one. I need one. They're smaller than I thought they'd be. Discover new... I still don't trust them. Oh, Lamont. You have a knack for writing, no matter what you say. Without our alpaca friends, Repello would never have become traveling merchants. Can you imagine walking all the way across Tyrol? Oh, this zone is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I swear, that mountain is too tall to be real. Warkor Zormor, wasn't that the name? A forbidding sight, isn't it? One I've never appreciated up close. You have to take the long way around the cliffs to get there, to the highlands belonging to the Yakui. Mega Magui? Oh my gosh. So, Mablu, you said you were learning about the peddler profession. You don't care for the work? No, I love it. I love working with alpacas. But becoming a peddler has always been a dream of mine. We are discovering so many locations. It's just, I'm not sure I have the talent for it. If I can help you buy the taming saddle, though, then it'd be proof that I can do this after all. In that case, you'd best get ready to be a merchant. Look, we're almost there. Yellow cactuar. Not a... Oh, sorry, that's not a cactuar. Ad Dodger Bennett, thank you so much for the prime. You're very sweet. We're here, we're here. Not a cactuar. We made it, and without a single smelly incident. I sent the alpacas back to Ikuvlo's inn, so we'll walk along the main road when we return to the village. Say no to cactuar. Oh my gosh. Speaking of roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawn Servant, weren't you, Third Promise? That I was. Then perhaps you understand. I was an orphan too, you see. Toblerone took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. Aw. All of them? Yes, and everyone works hard at their chores, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet here I am, the only one wanting to go off and be a merchant. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. We need to keep trading things for your saddle if you're to prepare for the feat of gold. And it's made harvesting season. They can't have too many quality hatchets. Add to that Wook Lamott's way with people and we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. This song is really pretty. That's Miplu herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the third promise and let's get to bargaining. Wook Lamott is perfect. She's a perfect being. Gosh, I love this song. Did you give the hatchet back to Wook Lamott? We should let her do the talking. You have the little axe for me? I do. Thanks. Now to see what we can get for it. Da, da, da. You're Miplu, owner of these fields. I have a mind to trade if you're interested. Well, well, the third promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have on offer? This hatchet, forged by a seasoned artisan, the razor edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. The quality is acceptable, I suppose. I offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. A sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 pel in the thousands column, the same price as the hatchet. This deal would bring us no closer to the mezcal. If I may, Mistress Miplu, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. Smart. We've missed the window for demand. In that case, we'll have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you in the third promise's good graces. Surely that's worthy of consideration. The prepper. I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives, I believe, including farming, and I will no longer have need of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Wook Lamott. This is why I'm prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair given your reasons, but we ourselves would be no better off for the transaction. How about this, then? If we were to help bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? Ooh. As a matter of fact, I would. Until Kona's reforms come about, I could always use more hands in the field. Then you can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. She's so smart. And perfect. Added value to tip the scales. How could I have forgotten one of the most basic rules of trading? You can rest here if you like, Mablu. Evelith and I have mate together. I gotta switch to botanist. Oh no, I'm helping too. Off to the fields then, and mind you pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you. She's so good. Such a good kitty. Crocodile! That croc's climbing stairs! Hi, Mablu. Did you see how Wook Lamott came to my rescue there? She really is good with people. Whoosh! Verdant mate leaves. Dun, 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 dun. What if I just went out to live in Mexico or something? Uklamatz. I wasn't sure Miplu would bite, but it goes to show that you never know until you try. There's a fate weeding the garden. Another etherite. I mean, ether currents. Alpacas. Why are they? It's funny that you can't fight them. Why would they even be here? You can't. Why would you ever need to? You can't fight them. Uh-oh. The crawling croc is back. Run! Don't let it get you. You brought me some leaves then. I have. An acceptable harvest. We'll see how your companions fared before I make any decisions, though. Here, we've brought our share as well. Thank you, Third Promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now it's time to honor mine, after adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchet. 1,100. I'm prepared to offer you a full sack of our highest grade mate leaves. Ooh, that's gotta be better, right? Premium mate, bought at the shop. One sack of those leaves would cost no less than 5 pel in the thousands column. Oh my gosh, halfway there. One more good trade. Then we can bid farewell to this hatchet. She just throws it. Wha! I'll give it a good home. Talk of the contest aside, I'm glad we could come to a mutually agreeable trade. As am I. All the best with the rest of your harvest. I like the Pello. Their masks are interesting and confusing, but I think they're really neat in general. And their home is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Mablu, what's wrong? It's as I was saying before. Even after everything Toblerone's done for me, I'm planning to abandon it at all and become a merchant. But then I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How can I expect Tobley to accept my decision then? Have you mentioned your plans to leave? So you tend to give up then? Meow, 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 meow. Not exactly. I wanted to prove I could succeed as a peddler before I declared my intentions. I seek to follow in my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Tyrell's peace, and becoming Dawn Servant happens to be the best way to do it. Her smile! You should live a life of your own choosing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Toblerone held the same opinion. So talk to him. Communicate. You'll be surprised at how much it helps. You're right. It's better to find out for sure than worry over what he might say. Thank you for the advice. That is 1,000% true. 5,000, 5% in the thousands column. But first, we have a saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure of my decision. What's next then? We try to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pel? Wait, but aren't they worth halfway to 10,000 pel? No, I think we're close enough now. I say we go straight for the premium mezcal. Ooh. Bargain our way into double the value, eh? Think you can do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. Let's go. I admire you, Third Promise. That you're holding your own against such a strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Aww. Am I really holding my own against Kona and Zorljaw? Of course you are. You're the best. I mean, of course I am. I'm Wuklamat of the Dawn's Promise, after all. Mm-hmm. What? Excellent. Why is it just focused on me? Success. Think more of yourself, Wuklamat. Please. I've never been one to take it slow. Once I have a goal in mind, it's full speed ahead. That's who I am. A premium deal. Before we go, let me give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk proving Ehrenfeld's point. Dun, dun. Ready then? Our next stop is the Mezcal Distillery. What? Whoa! Whoa, tiger out of nowhere! You love that she's the main character? Heck yeah. No to Catgirl. Oof, the smell of mezcal is overpowering. The fumes alone are making me dizzy. You're supposed to drink it, not sniff it. We'll want to speak with a man by the name of Gobly. Isn't that the guy from Outer Wilds? Even among his fellow distillers, he's regarded as a master of the craft. Or wait, it's also from Banjo-Kazooie. Okay. Oh my gosh. You're a goof. He knows the value of his product, so if we're to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need targeted information. That means asking around and taking in the gossip. If you could talk to people here in the distillery, Evelyn, perhaps Wuklamat could do the same at the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn. Mm-hmm. God, the music is top-notch as always. Me, I'm a chef from Tuliolal. I often come here to buy Gobly's mezcal, the finest in Taral, according to my customers. Look at that poncho, that's so cool! Or wait, I don't know if that would be considered a poncho. Whatever. It's a very beautiful garment. He always brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. Ah... I take small sips, not wanting to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so addled as to agree to whatever price he quotes me. Yeah, the movable jar are cool. I love that we're getting more of them. It would be nice to have less potent refreshments during such conversations, else I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement. I want some mezcal. I've never had mezcal. I want to try it. Souvli! Gobly might be a deft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, though, he'll be laughed out of Sunperch. There's not much I can say about Gobly, but I can tell you what Gobly's been saying. The other day, he was muttering about monsters prowling around agave jaws. That's the field where they gather ingredients for the mezcal. The presence has made it harder to produce said ingredients, and thus driven up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. Can't rightly bring joy to people if you can't keep making the things they love. That's true. Agave jaws? Jeez. I've yet to actually have to fight anything so far. I wonder if this will be the first. So, what did you find out? Oh, we could make use of all those tidbits. The deal is as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobly is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. You go on ahead and I'll bring Wuklamat. Okay. Ooh, all the way up there. Alpaca! I will find out how to get an alpaca. Oh, here we go. Hello, friend. You have business with me, madam? Why don't we talk down below so as not to distract the alpaca from his work? Oh, he's milling. I see, I see. Being a good boy. Now, what's this about? Keep it brief if you would. I'm a busy man. We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal, assuming you have any on hand, that is. Ah, an excellent choice. I must warn you, though, it doesn't come cheap. We don't have Pell, but we can offer a sack of mate leaves in exchange. It's top-grade stuff, like the mezcal. Uh-oh. No deal. Mate leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. Whoa. No deal, just like that? Still, I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's his trick. Now the real bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? Ooh! Choices? The Hubigo chef's distaste for strong drink. Go with invitation to the palace. The monster in the agave fields. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What if we helped with the monsters? Let's hold on to that. Okay, okay. It's probably the first one then. What about the invitation to the palace? Let's hold on. Okay, yeah. I do it. So he gets his customers drunk so they agree to better deals. I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a Hubigo chef, is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something like mate tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course. Ah, you're right. Absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hubigo friend, but did not realize I myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with that added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth the mezcal you're after. So we're using everything we've learned. We're adding value through perception, because now he has a use for it. That there's the demands. Stretch, thank you. We're using the connections, such as his need to go to the palace, and we're adding more to the deal in the form of our labor if we take care of the monsters. Should we offer to cull the monsters causing them trouble? Not yet. I think that's last. Yep. Look at that cheeky grin. She knows what she's doing. As I expect you're aware, the rite of succession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal were to be served there, it would bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Look at him, he's like, whoa. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility? As a matter of fact, yes. I must admit I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be a great honor and opportunity if I can secure the deal. Well, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared and first impressions last. You'll want to be wearing your very best when you walk into the Volakshunsa. It would be such a shame to miss the chance of a lifetime simply for want of proper garments. Well, his are kind of rusty compared to the others. That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideal for court? We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing, an introduction to a weaver. His name is Bolnock, and his works are highly regarded in Tuliolol. Jeez. Yeah, no, kid, you're... Not kid, but you're a great merchant. Don't doubt yourself. As a supporter of Uklama and keen observer of palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit this golden occasion. That is certainly a tempting proposal, and of one of which I would like to take full advantage, but the scales still aren't quite balancing. Say, weren't there monsters running amok in Agave Jaws? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Truly, I would be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hiring sellswords to clear them out. Factoring in that same dispense and an introduction to a trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain. Alright, you have a deal. Let's go. Yeah, Bolnock 100% gay for crafting. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment, and Evelyn and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use the time to pen an introductory letter to Bolnock. The fields you're looking for are just north of Wachunpelo. Be safe. Let's go! I finally get to do some combat, too. That young woman is one formidable traitor. That she is. Please be careful out there. We will, we will. Do-do-do-do-do.